Hey and welcome, Miss Kira Speaks. Before we get started, I ask that you watch the videos till the end, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. How is everybody doing on this joyous day? I'm going to try and get this video up for you guys on a Sunday. No pajama Sundays today, guys. My apologies. I will see you good people in 2 weeks on the 10th. To my New Yorkers out there enjoying that Pride Parade, guys, be safe and have fun. Today, I am bringing you another one of my watch lists. Typically, my watch list consists of TV, streaming, and film, old and new. Some I'm currently watching, and some I've watched before. I give you my mostly spoiler-free breakdown of 2 or more shows with some additional recommendations. But today is a bonus, and I am coming to you with a special Black Music Month edition. Now, these aren't in any order. They're a little super random, and I initially left some out because I have the next 2 months or so planned out of watch lists for you guys, and even some further into the future. So I left out a couple because I don't want to be too repetitive on these lists. Number 1 is The Wiz, released in 1978. Good year, guys. When a Harlem school teacher, Dorothy, tries to save her dog from a storm, she's miraculously whisked away to an urban fantasy land called Oz. After accidentally killing the Wicked Witch of the East upon her arrival, Dorothy is told about the Wiz, a wizard that can help her get back to Manhattan. As Dorothy goes in search of the Wiz, she is joined by the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Cowardly Lion. Now, we all know this story, and it stars Diana Ross, Michael Jackson, and Nipsey Hussle, and this one is one of my faves. I love to say, don't nobody bring me no bad news. What's your favorite song or line from The Wiz? Drop it on down in the comments, and you can ease on down the road and catch this now on Amazon Prime Video. Our number 2 is none other than The 5 Heartbeats, released in 1991. Coming on the tail end of the rhythm and blues group explosion, The 5 Heartbeats rise and fall within the space of 7 years. Along the way, the group deals with all manners of fame and fortune distractions. Jealousy, greed, too much womanizing, and drugs all take a toll. Their troubles culminate when executive Big Red is arrested for the murder of manager Jimmy Potter. Another one of my favorites, and nights like this, I wish that raindrops would fall. And it stars Robert Townsend and Leon. Our number 3 is Ray, released in 2004. Legendary soul musician Ray Charles is portrayed by Jamie Foxx in this Oscar-winning biopic. Young Ray watches his young brother drown at age 7. When he loses his sight at age 9, his hard-working mother urges him not to feel sorry for himself. He rises through the ranks of the Seattle jazz scene, struggling with drug addiction and infidelity while on the road. Supported by his wife, Ray Charles redefines soul music and inspires a generation. Now, Jamie Foxx did an amazing job in this movie that also stars Kerry Washington, and you can catch it now on Peacock if you have a premium subscription. Number 4, What's Love Got to Do With It, released in 1993. Based on the life of legendary soul singer Tina Turner, born Anna Mae Bullock, she discovers her love of singing in her Tennessee church choir. She moves to St. Louis to pursue a career, and there she meets the charismatic Ike Turner, who rechristens her Tina and offers to help her succeed. As a musical team, Ike and Tina take the charts by storm. But as his physical abuse worsens, Tina must make the tough decision to leave Ike and set out on her own. It's definitely a story of triumph, starring the Angela Bassett and Lawrence Fishburne. Both actors give an amazing performance, and you can catch it on BET+. Number 5 is Homecoming, released in 2019. It's a concert film about American singer Beyonce and her performance at the 2018 Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival. Written, executive produced, and directed by none other than Beyonce Knowles herself. The music and the performances from this one still live rent-free in my head. Beyonce, she did the damn thing on this one, and you can check it out on Netflix. Number 6 is Roxanne, Roxanne, released in 2017. The most feared battle MC in the 1980s. In Queens, New York, was a fierce teenager from the Queensbridge Projects. At the age of 14, Roxanne Shante was well on her way to becoming a hip-hop legend, as she hustled to provide for her family while defending herself from the dangers of the streets. The film stars Mahershala Ali and Nia Long. Forrest Whitaker and Pharrell Williams are listed as producers, and Roxanne, she's one of the OGs, y'all, so go ahead and check her story out, available now on Netflix. Number 7 is Drumline, released in 2002. Set against the high-energy, high-stakes world of show-style marching bands, Drumline is a fish-out-of-water comedy about a talented street drummer from Harlem who enrolls in a southern university expecting to lead its marching band to victory. He initially flounders in his new world as he realizes it takes more than talent to reach the top. This is one of those movies that I watch that makes me wish I had gone to a HBCU. Damn. It stars Nick Cannon, before all the babies, Zoe Saldana, Jason Weaver, Leonard Roberts, and Orlando Jones, and you can catch it now on Tubi. Excuse me. Number 8 is Why Do Fools Fall in Love, released in 1998. In 1956, Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers landed a doo-wop hit with Why Do Fools Fall in Love. Fame turned into tragedy as lead singer Lyman descended into substance abuse, which eventually claimed his life at age 25. But Lyman didn't just leave his fans bereft. He also left behind 3 women, and each feels she is owed his song royalties. Platter singer Zola Taylor, prostitute Elizabeth Waters, and school teacher Emira Eagle. Child, this movie was a mess, and Mr. Lyman's, he was out in them streets, okay? The movie has an amazing cast. It stars Lorenz Tate, Halle Berry, Vivica Fox, Layla Rashawn, and Little Richard. Number 9 is Dreamgirls, released in 2006. Dina, Effie, and Laurel form a musical trio called the Dreamettes. When ambitious manager Curtis Taylor Jr. spots the act at a talent show, he offers the chance of a lifetime to be backup singers for a national star. Taylor takes creative control of the group and eventually pushes the singers into the spotlight. However, one becomes a star, which pushes another out, which teaches them about the high cost of fame. Starring the Beyonce Knowles, Jennifer Hudson, Anika Noni Rose, Jamie Foxx, and Eddie Murphy. And I think it's going to be on one of the cable networks this weekend if you guys want to go ahead and check it on out. Number 10 is The Black Godfather, released in 2019. This documentary follows the life of Clarence Avant, the ultimate uncensored mentor and behind-the-scenes rainmaker in music, film, TV, and politics. Mr. Avant, he is a big deal in the music industry who I knew nothing about until this documentary. I know, shame on me. Did you guys know about him? If you did, let me know down in the comments. He managed R&B artists like Sarah Vaughan, and I think he also helped with Michael Jackson's Bad World Tour, and he mentored Babyface and L.A. Reid. Go ahead and check out all of Mr. Avant's achievements in this documentary, available on Netflix. Number 11 is Brown Sugar, released in 2002. Sydney and Dre can attribute their friendship and the launch of their careers to one single childhood instant, witnessing the birth of hip-hop on a New York street corner. Now, some 15 years later, she is a revered music critic, and he is a successful, though unfulfilled, music executive. Both come to realize that their true life's passions will only be fulfilled by remembering what they learned that one day on the corner. When did you fall in love with hip-hop? The movie stars Sanaa Lathan, Taye Diggs, and a quick pause. Do you guys follow Taye Diggs on TikTok? Mine is April. He's really funny, so you're welcome. Also in the movie, Mos Def, Nicole Ari Parker, Boris Kodjoe, and Queen Latifah, and you can catch it now on Tubi. Number 12 is Mo Better Blues, released in 1990. Financially irresponsible giant manages a jazz group, but his sax player, Shadow, wants to replace him with a better businessman. Bleak, the band's trumpeter, then tries to defend his close pal Giant, leading to a power struggle between the two musicians. Meanwhile, as Bleak tries to straighten things out between his bandmates and manager, he also must choose to be with either sweet teacher Indigo or sultry singer Clark. Now, this is a Spike Lee film, and the film stars Spike Lee himself, Wesley Snipes, and Denzel Washington. You can watch it on Peacock if you have a premium subscription. Number 13, Hustle and Flow, released in 2005. DJ is a pimp living day to day on the tough streets of Memphis, Tennessee. Pushing 40, he is tired of the life he's living and dreams of something greater. When he meets up with the old friend, now in the music industry, he is inspired to turn his life around and uses his criminal life as an inspiration to create rap music. When he hears a rap superstar is coming to town, DJ works a hustle to gain the rapper's attention and hopefully get signed by a label. The movie that stars Terrence Howard, Taraji P. Henson, Anthony Anderson, Paula Jai Parker, Elise Neal, and Ludacris won several BET awards. Speaking of the BET Awards, I think they're on tonight, guys, if you want to take a watch. Number 14 is Summer of Soul, released in 2021. In his acclaimed debut as filmmaker, Amir Questlove Thompson presented a powerful and transporting documentary, part music film, part historical record, created around an epic event that celebrated Black history, culture, and fashion. Over the course of 6 weeks in the summer of 1969, just 100 miles south of Woodstock, the Harlem Cultural Festival was filmed at Mount Morris Park, now known as Marcus Garvey Park. The footage was never seen and largely forgotten until now. Summer of Soul shines a light on the importance of history to our spiritual well-being and stands as a testament to the healing power of music during times of unrest, both past and present. The feature includes several never-seen-before concert performances by Stevie Wonder, Nina Simone, Sly and the Family Stone, Gladys Knight and the Pips, Ray Barretto, Abby Lincoln and Max Roach, and more. Now, this is the one that Questlove got the Academy Award for the same night after Will Smith smacked Chris Rock. Yikes. If you guys want to check it out, I believe you can catch it on Hulu and Disney+. Number 15 is Quincy, released in 2018. An intimate look into the life of icon Quincy Jones. A unique force in music and pop culture for over 70 years, Jones has transcended racial and cultural boundaries. His story is inextricably woven into the fabric of America. His daughter Rashida is in the documentary, and I believe she also helped direct it. You can catch it now on Netflix. For these next few, we focus on hip hop, starting at number 16 with Notorious, released in 2009. Born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, Christopher Wallace parlays his gift of storytelling into a career as a rap artist. Eventually dubbing himself Biggie Smalls, then later Notorious B.I.G., Wallace's tales about violent street life take him to the top of the rap charts. The subject he so often raps about catches up with him in March of 1997 when he is shot to death after leaving a party. Now, I really got upset at the end of the movie, like I didn't know the outcome. The movie stars Angela Bassett, Derek Luke, Anthony Mackie, and Jamal Woodard as Christopher Wallace. Number 17 is Straight Out of Compton, released in 2017. Dang, the light out there has changed. Hopefully you guys can still see me good as I continue on with this next one. In 1988, a groundbreaking new group revolutionizes music and pop culture, changing and influencing hip-hop forever. NWA's first studio album, Straight Out of Compton, stirs controversy with its brutally honest depiction of life in southern Los Angeles. With guidance from veteran manager Jerry Heller, band members Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, Eazy-E, DJ Yella, and MC Ren navigate their way through the industry, acquiring fame, fortune, and a place in history. Directed by F. Gary Gray, who was responsible for a lot of music videos back in the day, the movie stars O'Shea Jackson Jr., Corey Hawkins, and Jason Mitchell. Number 18, All Eyes on Me, released in 2017. The true and untold story of prolific rapper, actor, poet, and activist Tupac Shakur. From his early days in New York to his status as one of the most recognized and influential voices. Against all odds, Shakur's raw talent, powerful lyrics, and revolutionary mindset establishes him as a cultural icon whose legacy continues to grow long after his death. If I remember correctly, this is one of the ones that I thought they probably could have made a little bit better. Drop down in the comments and let me know your thoughts. Directed by Benny Boom, it stars Demetrius Shipp Jr. as Shakur, and we also have an appearance from Hill Harper. Now, every time I see Demetrius in something, I'm always going to think of Tupac. I'm trying to think. I think he was an All-American. I can't remember which it was, but I remember Bondi Blue kept calling him Tupac, and we weren't watching All Eyes on Me. Anywho, number 19 is Get Rich or Die Trying, released in 2005. After losing his mother to murder as a boy, Marcus has little support in his life. He starts working for drug dealer LeVar and his assistant. Although Marcus makes good money selling, his dream is to become a rapper. When he reunites with his old love and is later shot numerous times during a robbery, Marcus decides to change his life. However, his old associates won't let him go so easily. The movie stars Mr. Curtis 50 Cent Jackson himself, as well as Joy Bryant and Bill Duke. Now, Bill Duke in this and Black Lightning, he really irked my nerves. But anywho, last but not least, number 20, The New Edition Story, released in 2017. A 3-part miniseries, The New Edition Story, follows the R&B pop group from their humble beginning as kids in Boston to global megastardom, weathering the highs and lows of controversy, personnel changes, and the ultimate cost of fame. In 1978, 11-year-old Bobby Brown convinces friends Ricky Bell, Michael Bivins, and Ralph Tresvant to perform in local talent shows. The boys are discovered soon after, sign a record deal, and produce their first #1 hit, Candy Girl. Years later, tension within the group forces dramatic changes. Bobby Brown is kicked out and New Edition is never the same. They got that one right. And this one was another one of my favorites, you guys. The miniseries, it stars Wood Harris, Yvette Nicole Brown, Tank, Dwayne Martin, Lala Anthony, Jackie Long, and a bunch of other folks. Like, you have the people that actually played New Edition, like Brashear F. Gray, Luke James, and Woody McClain, forever Bobby Brown. I used to have the biggest crush on Bobby Brown. Anywho, did you guys catch his A&E biography Memorial Day weekend? And then it was followed by the reality show that he has with his family. Can't remember the title. I'll put it on the screen, which I haven't really gotten into. Yikes. Have you guys watched his reality series? Let me know on down in the comments. But anywho, the last one, number 20, the New Edition story. You can catch that now on Paramount Plus. Now, I only did 20 for this special bonus Black Music Month edition, so I'm sure I left quite a few out. Drop down in the comments and let me know what your favorite movie is for Black Music Month, or just let me know you stopped by. Keep your notifications on, guys, in case I decide to sneak one of these in on you, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.